Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel Green Lion Goddess Tarot. This is your mid-month reading for the second half of March, and yeah, wow, what a big second half of the month it is. One of the biggest energies of the year. Yeah, lots happening, jam-packed. We have the equinox on the 20th and 21st. We have the new moon in Aries, so moving to Aries season on the 21st, 22nd, depending on where you are in the world. And this is going to be a total solar eclipse. So it's an eclipse energy, also the start of the zodiac. So set a new intention for your year. And then we have the big one, Pluto moving into Aquarius. This is a massive, the big planet of transformation, shifting and changing signs. So that is huge energy. You're going to feel like something is changing in your world. And yeah, transforming, perhaps ready to transform on a very slow moving energy. And Mars has been in, Mars has been in Gemini for months, 4 months, going through a very intense retrograde cycle. So Mars is ready to shift sign and move into Cancer. So lots of big planetary shifts and changes. So happening in the second half of March. So let's see what else we've got. What's coming out for you? 9 of Feathers, Perspective, Self-Empowerment, and 2 of Crystals, Balance and Adaptability. Interesting. So I feel like you're stepping into new territory here, new frontiers, like this little kangaroo jumping away, stepping out of the comfort zone. This little hedgehog here, or porcupine, I guess, is happy in its little hole, and it's kind of a little bit defensive, a little bit prickly. It's like, I'm happy where I am, but at the same time, you're being pushed out a little bit of the comfort zone to be the kangaroo and jump into new frontiers. So I really feel like there's kind of like been a bit of a challenge or a push in some way, which can make you a little bit prickly or defensive in a way. But it's saying have the perspective to understand that this is going to be a journey of self-empowerment, but it is going to require it to be bringing in a new kind of balance and to be very adaptable with that. So yes, there's new frontiers that you are exploring. So yeah, let's see what's coming in. So what's shifting and changing for Sagittarius is 9 of Feathers might not be you. It might be somebody else around you as well. So it might be somebody who prefers to stay at home, and this kangaroo wants to go out and have fun and be going off and doing other things. So we've got Cup 10 Pluto Pisces. Very nice. I feel like this kangaroo is jumping towards happiness, and here comes Pluto. We were talking about that being a huge energy, and we are a little bit we're moving from Pisces season into Aries season. So Pluto's still working with the energies that are around at this moment in time and wanting to transform your happiness. So it's kind of about getting used to some new terrain, some new places. Wanting to get out and experience new freedoms as well. So yeah, a little bit of like wanting to get out of the house, perhaps. I feel like there's almost two people here, one person or two halves of a person. This might be just aspects of you. One person or one half wants to like stay at home. It's nice, it's comfortable. The other half wants to go out and go, right, ready for adventure, ready to try new things, ready to kind of, get out and about, do things, see things. So have some fun. So let's see, we've got Page of Pentacles. There's new opportunities in front of you at this moment in time, especially on the earthly realm, that you might want to be taking up or experiencing in some way, shape or form. So this could be to do with your home, your living situation, your money, your career, your work, your health even. But it's just kind of like, the world is your oyster here, crossed by the Queen of Wands. So there could be a Leo around you with the Queen of Wands. So it kind of feels like it's almost blocking this advancement. But the Queen of Wands is very discerning. So it's like, don't want to be too overly discerning, or do you need to be discerning, but not too much to the point that you're not letting things grow or even start in a way. The 4 of Pentacles, we've got the 8 of Swords. So Sagittarius, freedom is the key word I'm seeing here. Absolutely, breaking free. Just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend watch all 3 of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a fuller picture of what is going on for you. And this is a general reading. Just take what feels right, leave the rest. There is no extended reading. But if you're interested in checking out the beautiful Patreon community and supporting Green Line and all the content that's been made here, plus getting a whole heap of extra content, being part of a beautiful community, getting a whole heap of practical tips when it comes to astrology, tarot, healing, all sorts of stuff, then please check out the link below. Wow. Gosh, okay. This is like a journey of polarities that are coming in here. So, and we have the Hanged Man. It's possibly going to be quite the enlightening journey, because we've got home and then we've got outside of home. We've got internal world where things are confusing, and then we've got deep satisfaction. And it's kind of like, you know, the 2 things can be sitting so close side by side. And how are we going to marry these 2 kind of energies that feel like opposites in a way? And that's interesting, something that Pluto does. It shows you things that are black and white. It's like either this or it's that. And there's no shades of grey in between. And it's almost like you're trying to marry these 2 different energies in your life at this moment in time to get these different elements working. So the situation, we've got the Page of Pentacles. This is definitely like, it feels like there's new opportunities around here and for growth, and could be something that you might want to get excited about. But it is crossed by this Queen of Fire, which is kind of you as well. Could be a Leo, could be representative of a Leo, but this is the Queen, the divine feminine, the Queen of Fire. So it could be a part of you that's kind of saying, no, stay at home, stay in your little comfort zone. Don't be the kangaroo and go out. And so you might be blocking yourself in a way. So we have in your conscious mind the 4 of Pentacles. This is, what are you holding on to for fear of letting go? Because there's an opportunity to go beyond the borders or the territories or the places that you've visited or experienced before. The feelings, there's an opportunity for growth here. And this little 4 of Pentacles is going, you know what, I'm kind of happy. You know, it's happy in its little comfort zone and holding on, really holding on. It could be holding on to money. It can be holding on to material resources. It can be holding on to material spaces. It can be holding on to jobs, holding on to things. I mean, sometimes this can mean saving money, or, you know, but I feel like because we've got at the base here the 8 of Swords, which is another card of restrictions, breaking free of limitations, limited forms of thinking, and overcoming all of that. I really feel like that's part of what this is. It's whatever belief systems which are kind of saying, I can't do that, or it's too scary to go beyond into that territory. It's being challenged at this moment in time, Sagittarius. And it's kind of very unlike you, you know. Sagittarius energy likes to go on a big adventure and likes to kind of go off exploring. And there's something about this that seems slightly scary in some way. Like it's like, oh, that might be pushing me beyond what I'm ready for. But the universe is kind of saying, well, we think you're ready, so we'll give you a little nudge. So yeah, interesting. We have in the recent past the 3 of Pentacles, because the universe is kind of, I feel like it's this energy of the universe is supporting you. Strangely feels like it has your back, even though it's pushing you into potentially uncomfortable terrain, new terrain, because the 3 of Pentacles is something that's come in recently where it's, you know, perhaps it's working with other people or a group energy, or, you know, your skills and gifts and abilities, or just you're feeling valued here. Whatever this is with the 3 of Pentacles, you know, the universe has wanted to bring something in where you've kind of got a little boost to your self-worth and value to give you the confidence to now go off into these new territories. It's like you need a safe base, and then I can go talk to those other people over there, which I normally wouldn't, or then I can go, you know, do this thing, which normally I wouldn't. So it really feels like the universe has said, you are like, you've got this. So in the near future, we've got the 7 of Swords. This is where, okay, you're making plans. This is 7 of Swords. This character's quite literally just up and leaving and going, right, I need to get out of this. Like, this is a military camp here. So it kind of feels like a very restrictive, disciplined space. that's coming in here. So it kind of felt like, all right, I'm feeling restricted. And the Seven of Swords is I'm making plans to free myself from that in some way, shape or form inside my mind. So yeah, I've got a plan. So you're presenting as the Three of Swords, which is kind of like, potentially some of the wounds are being triggered here, which is why there's the fear of letting go. And, the wounds are coming up to be healed, but it's almost like you have to do the thing to heal the wound or experience, it's like a sense of experiencing something that's going to heal the wound, but it's almost like all the normal reasons why you might want to resist that are coming up, but the wound has come up to be cleared. And then energy around you is the Six of Swords, which again is the card of travel, moving on, transitioning on from drama, finding peace within a situation. So it is, there's a lot of travel vibes around for you, but ultimately, metaphorically, it's about moving on and moving into new spaces. So in your hopes and fears, we've got the Ten of Swords, and there's just so much going on inside your mind here. It's really reconciling something inside your mind here, Sagittarius, because we've got all the swords, which is your mind, your thoughts, and what you're creating here. And the Ten of Swords is an ending. It's like the darkness is lifting, there's a new dawn, and it's release and recovery. It's like saying no to something, closing a chapter, finding closure in some way, shape or form with the Ten of Swords. It can be letting go of a very old belief system, that's something you believed about yourself or somebody else, or, an opportunity. It's very much like that. Interestingly, like this character's been stabbed in the back 10 times. So part of the healing around this might have been connected to a feeling of betrayal. That you are now being able to, that might have been the thing that's kind of stopping you from wanting to kind of jump into new territory because you've been hurt. So that's something that comes in with it as well, with the Ten of Swords. But yeah, I mean, look at this, as an outcome, the Moon and the Nine of Cups. So the Moon is, those things that have been underlying there all the time, the patterns where you potentially might be resisting, not opening the door to something, saying no to something. And the patterning is kind of shifting and changing with it, or there's just things under the surface that are coming up ready to be cleared out with the Moon. So really trust your intuition with that, and this is part of what those wounds are potentially in those murky waters of the Moon. But it's next to the card of deep fulfillment. So things starting to line up for you, and it's kind of like, I don't understand how this is happening. I feel really uncomfortable in this energy because there's so much coming up from under the surface. But at the same time, I can see that there's good things happening and potentially very deeply fulfilling things happening. So it's, and again, wanting to move you to the Cup 10, transforming your happiness. So saying you don't want to carry this around with you anymore, not let that thing hold you back. So yes, it's kind of feeling a little bit like, how did this happen? All these things are lining up and coming together, and it might feel a little bit like it kind of comes out of I just get this sense of questioning, but it's because there's a part of you that's ready for it, that you've attracted it. That's what they're saying. Your soul is ready for this now. So, we have as an overall energy the Hanged Man, and through the patience of seeing a new perspective, which we've got there, perspective and self-empowerment there, you're gaining the enlightenment. Quite literally, the Moon is enlightening something that has been there underneath the surface all along. Perhaps it's an energy around the home with the Moon as well, or something that's within your body. So if you're having any kind of physical ailment, it's also understanding what that is connected to. So the Hanged Man energy is a sense of letting go, understanding what it is that you're ready to sacrifice and let go of now. So, and seeing that there has been energy that's been stagnating and it's ready to be released. So, it feels like just be open to, if a new opportunity to connect or do something different or move into new terrain presents to you and you're kind of going, this feels like the universe is giving me the message I should be doing this, but everything inside of me is saying, no, don't do it. That's where this is kind of the feeling that could be associated with this. Trust that intuitive message from your soul. So it says, I see clearly. Okay. This is your affirmation card. I willingly forgive. I breathe love into my vision and I see with compassion and understanding. My clear insight is reflected in my outer sight. So, yeah, it's potentially forgiving yourself for all the reasons why you've held yourself back in some way, shape or form, and opening up to what you're seeing clearly inside yourself, which is the opposite of this Eight of Swords, because this Eight of Swords has got the blindfolds on. So, yeah, interesting. It kind of feels like it's the start of a very deep, new, transformative cycle. So let's see. We've got, okay, and Aries season, is a fire sign. It should actually be very compatible with you. The fire will trine your fire and there'll be a flow and an ease. But there's a lot of Piscean energy here as well that you're working through. A lot of Pisces is coming up. So we're still in Pisces season and we move from Pisces to Aries. And we've got the creature of the sea here as your charm, the seahorse. So yeah, seahorses are very cute and very unique creatures. And the way they bond to people and the way they just do things differently. They can change, work with different gender roles. I think the males carry the eggs. I think they do little dances and they mate for life. They have like this, they're really, really fascinating and cute little creatures here. And I feel like it's just more to do with it's something unique within your intuitive or emotional body here. You think the ocean is like the ocean of life and what's out there, the connectedness. And there's this seahorse here, which is like there's something that uniquely wants to connect to you or someone that wants to connect to you and your uniqueness. And it's almost like opening yourself up to a broader spectrum here. It's the ocean. It's not just a pool you're jumping into. So it's like, okay. So, yeah, they keep just saying the ocean of life is lavish with abundance and opportunity. So, interesting. And I feel like there's some particular connections that are going to come your way, which are going to be significant for whatever reason. So that's your reading, Sagittarius. Thanks so much for joining me. If you're interested in joining our beautiful Patreon community, I'd love if you come and check it out. The link is in the description box below. And yeah, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments. Also helps with the growth of the channel. Lets YouTube know that you're supporting the channel. Helps with the algorithm. As you know, it's all changing at the moment. And yeah, please take care.